Hi students, we are supposed to continue a topic today. The header is pressure due to fluid. This topic is very important for class 9th as well as for class 11th, and we are supposed to go discuss about the pressure due to fluid. First we will discuss what is fluid. Whenever we are talking about fluid, most of the students mostly agree that this word means liquid. However, this is not completely true that fluid is actually just liquid. This is a partial true relation. However, fluid consists of both liquid and gas, because the word fluid stands for anything that flows. The word fluid stands for anything that flows. When we talk about the tendency of fluidity, both liquid and gas has a tendency of flow. Hence, the fluid is not exactly equal to fluid. Fluid is not exactly equal to liquid. However, both liquid and gas constitutes the term fluid. Whenever a fluid is kept inside a container, it tends to apply a pressure on the wall of the container as well as on the object whatever is dipped inside the fluid. So we will discuss how the fluid applies pressure on an object which is dipped inside a fluid. Suppose that this is a container. Up to this height there is a fluid of, let it assume we have density rho. We will assume a liquid column of certain height. Let it be the height h. We assume a liquid column of height h within the liquid, and let the liquid has a density of rho. Then we will calculate the pressure within the liquid column. Let this face be top face, let this face be bottom face, and if we are talking about the pressure at the top face, then we will have two of the things. First thing is pressure due to the liquid column above the top face, and second is the atmospheric pressure. Let this be PATM, where PATM is called the atmospheric pressure, and at the bottom face we will have two different modes of pressure. First is the atmospheric pressure, and other is the pressure due to the weight of the liquid at the bottom face. We will calculate how we should get the pressure due to this liquid column of h height. Come on, let's do some numerical part of this, or let's do some calculation regarding this whole thing. Calculate the pressure at the top face, and the pressure at the top face is equal to PATM plus pressure due to the height of liquid. PATM plus pressure due to the height of liquid column above the top face. Then we will have PATM plus weight of liquid column above top face divided by area of top face. Now we will have PATM plus weight. Weight is equal to mass into gravity divided by, let the area be capital A. Now, in terms of density, we will write it as pressure P atm plus m is equal to rho into the volume into gravity upon A. Now, it is P atm plus rho into, what is the volume of the liquid column above the surface? Volume is the area of the top face into, let this height be y, AYG divided by A, and we will have this A and A is cancelled. We will have P atm plus rho YG. From here onwards, we are supposed to calculate the pressure on the bottom face. In a very similar manner, we will calculate the pressure at the bottom face. Let's note down this pressure at the top face and erase rest of the things, and we will calculate the pressure at the bottom face. So come on children, and let's erase it. Okay. Pressure at the bottom face. Pressure at the bottom face is equal to P atm plus pressure due to the liquid column, pressure due to the liquid column of height y plus h. Now we will have P atm plus rho into volume into G divided by A. Now at this point we will have P atm plus rho into A into y plus h divided by G upon A. This A and A are cancelled. Now we will have P atm plus rho into y plus h into G. Now we are supposed to find the difference between the pressure. Difference in pressure is equal to pressure at bottom face minus pressure at top face. From here onwards we will have what we have, P atm plus rho y plus h into G minus P atm plus rho y G. From the whole thing we will have what? We will have delta P is equal to rho y G plus rho h G minus rho y G. From here onwards, rho y G and rho y G are cancelled out, and we will have delta P is equal to rho G into H, where this rho GH is the fluid pressure or the pressure due to fluid inside the container, and this pressure rho GH, where rho represents the density of the fluid, G represents the gravitational acceleration, and H represents the height of the liquid column above the surface where we are supposed to calculate the hydrostatic pressure. On this formula we can easily calculate the pressure on an object that is merged within the fluid. Come on, let's check it out, how it works or how we are supposed to solve a numerical on this thing. On this formula, pressure P is equal to rho GH. However, this formula has been used much appropriately in class 11th, but in few of the very ambitious textbook of class 9th, this formula has been introduced earlier. Now we will check how this formula works, or how we can solve the pressure due to fluid or calculate the rest of the variables depending upon this thing. So the result to be found is delta P is equal to rho into G into H. That is our pressure due to fluid. This pressure is often called hydrostatic pressure. Means the whole fluid is at rest and we are supposed to calculate the pressure due to fluid when fluid is at rest. If let us calculate delta P or simply pressure, it is given that the density of liquid is 20 gram per cc and G is equal to again 9.8 meter per second square and the H is somehow 10 centimeter. Then we are supposed to calculate rho GH. First we will convert the whole system into the same unit, then we will put the whole value in this formula. However, this is given in CGS system, this is given in CGS system, so convert this whole thing into CGS system. 9.8 into 100 centimeter upon meter second square. With what we will have? We will have 980 centimeter per second square. Now we will put whole this thing in this formula. And we will, what we have? We have 20 gram per centimeter cube into G, that is 980 centimeter per second square, into H, that is 10 centimeter. For this whole calculation, let us erase the values that we have just noted down earlier. From here onwards, what we will have, this centimeter and whole thing, we will get 20 gram, 20 into 10 is 200 gram into 980 centimeter square divided by centimeter cube into second square. Now we will we are supposed to calculate this whole thing. 8 to the 16 and then 8 to the 16 and 9 to the 18, 19. We will have this whole thing gram centimeter square divided by cm cube into second square, and with the whole thing we will have what much? We will have this whole thing gram and as per the unit we have this whole thing 196,000 dyne per centimeter square, and if we convert this whole thing into standard form, we will get, divide this whole thing by 1, 10, 100, 1000, 10,000. We will have 1.96 into 10 to the power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dyne per centimeter square. and in this manner we can easily calculate the pressure due to fluid. Hence this topic will end today, and we will learn how to calculate. Today we have learned how to calculate pressure within the fluid. The pressure is also known as hydrostatic pressure, or when the fluid is at rest, we can calculate pressure with this formula. So friends, this is our topic today. We will end this video and meet with a new topic in the next video. Thank you all.